hearties. Good morning, good afternoon. Get excited and get comfortable because today, oh my gosh, I am so excited. Welcome to our virtual live event celebrating the season 9 finale of When Calls the Heart. I'm Deidre Behar from Entertainment Tonight. It is a privilege to be here with 4 of my favorite people on the planet. You know them as 2 of the esteemed couples in Hope Valley. Please say hello to Erin Krakow, Chris McNally, Kavan Smith, and Pascale Hutton.
Hello.
Hi, hearties.
Hi.
You guys, how are you feeling? We're about to go into the season 9 finale. My heart is giving me palpitations because there are so many storylines that I need to know the answers to. How are you feeling as we go into this weekend?
I'm excited for people to get those answers. Let's wrap this up. I mean, there's a lot that people are wanting to know, and I don't know how they did it, but John Tinker and the writers managed to put together a season finale that answers many, if not all, of those questions. So I'm really excited for people to see it.
Okay. Pascale, you had a big smile on your face a second ago. Yeah, there it is. How are you feeling?
I just think that this finale is so satisfying. I think it's a big, fat, juicy, satisfying finale on a lot of fronts. And so I'm very excited for people to get that because I just think the fans will feel really satiated.
Kavan, you have given me some incredible facial expressions, and we just started this live about 35 seconds ago. How are you feeling about everything that's happening?
Well, I'm just going to look up satiated, and then I'll get back to you on that one. No, I'm joking.
This is satiated.
No, I'm super excited, too. I think it's this season finale, more than any others, for a lot of reasons, is exciting. And I think that there's been a lot of anticipation and a lot of questions I'm hoping will be answered at the end of this one. And I think the fans are really gonna like this last episode.
Chris, do you agree with all that?
I agree, and I feel like things just hit you in the finale, one after another, just bam, bam, bam. So it's gonna be great.
Okay, so multiple.
All your questions being answered.
Did you just say bam, bam, bam?
Yes.
I thought that.
Bam, bam, bam.
Go have a sip of water.
Chris just said if you like getting hit in the face over and over again, you're going to love the season finale.
Perfect.
It's just like information, answer.
Well,
it's going to be great. It's a good finale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it
water
will.
Again.
Yeah, there you go. Take a drink. And before I start diving into my questions about the finale, Erin and Pascale, I have to ask you about an incredible moment in episode 11. Rosemary gives Elizabeth the Rosemary makeover. Erin, it was so fun to see you in bright red, a color we really never ever have seen you in. What did you make of that storyline, and did you have fun with it?
Yeah, I think Pascale and I maybe pushed for it a little. We really wanted to tell a story like that, and luckily, they went for it. But it was really fun. I mean, look, I love my costumes, don't get me wrong. Barbara does an amazing job, but they live within a certain palette, just as Rosemary's costumes live within her jewel tone palette. And it was nice to get to paint with a different color. It was really fun. I had a good time.
You want some water? I'm just kidding. That's great.
I do. And honestly, Pascale and I think the scene itself was pretty short in that costume, but we spent a fair amount of time taking like videos and photos and boomerangs between setups. So clearly we enjoyed it very much.
Now, Pascale, I'm curious, if you could have had the chance to flip the script, would you have wanted to also see Elizabeth give Rosemary the Elizabeth treatment?
No.
Why not? You don't want to paint with those brush strokes?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm searching. I'm racking my brain for a polite way of saying it, but I just love Rosemary in all her color, and I think that it's much more fun to go the other way, to take the woman who's more understated and give her the like vivacious like ta-da moment than to go the other direction. And so that was way more fun for me, for sure.
And Erin,
when is the last time you racked your brain to find a polite way of putting something?
Well, I'm live. I'm being interviewed, so I feel like I've got to watch my tongue, maybe.
Fair enough.
Succeed.
Erin, did I hear you right that this was your and Pascale's idea? Did you guys think of this storyline?
Well, I mean, not necessarily in execution, but because we didn't write it, but we did. I think in talking with Jill, our hairstylist, we wanted to do some kind of makeover thing, and we didn't know exactly how that would come to be, but yeah, it was, we put that in the suggestion box and they ran with it.
Well, I am so happy we got that moment. I am keeping my fingers crossed that we will get a season 10 of this show. And if we are so lucky, gentlemen, I'm looking at you. I'd like to see some gentleman makeovers in the future. Yeah.
Well, I think if we can find a way to make me 6'3", I'd be super happy.
See, I don't really want to go the other way.
No, I understand. I want to either.
I love it. Okay. Enough about makeovers. I want to get right into it. I have so many burning questions as we go into this weekend's season 9 finale, 8 p.m. Hallmark Channel. I'm sure all the Hardys watching us right now will be tuning in, but just a friendly reminder, it's this weekend, and hopefully we're going to get some answers. Chris, I want to start with you. So the big thing on my mind after watching episode 11 is this cliffhanger. Lucas leaves town. He leaves Elizabeth a note. We don't know what the note says, and we don't know where he went. So, Chris, what can you tell me about Lucas's headspace right now? Why did he feel like he needed to get out of town?
I can't tell you much. Deidre. I can say that he has a lot of things going on up here, and he needs to find some clarity. So I think he's just gone to sort of find a peaceful way to process everything that he has on his plate, and he doesn't feel like he can do that in Hope Valley.
Okay.
And you may or may not find out where he goes, or if he comes back.
Okay. So will Hardys get to go on that clarity journey with Lucas a little bit? I don't need you to tell me where he goes, but will we at least get to see where he goes and experience part of that?
I feel like there's a scene where Hardys can be a fly on the wall and observe the happenings of Lucas's tumultuous thoughts. No, they're not tumultuous. Yeah, you get to find out what's going on with it. Absolutely.
It might be a good time for some water.
I think so.
I was just gonna say, can you see the impact that you have on Kavan Smith? Kavan, you laughing so freaking hard. I love it.
It's quintessential Chris, though. This is why I love him so much, because he's so funny. Funny. And if you don't, it's the way he kind of covers for his sense of humor that makes me laugh so much. I think they got to write more of that into Lucas. That's something that I like a lot.
I can't do it on demand.
I'll bet
I just
you
have
could.
I just have to be blindly finding my way through life for that.
I've seen you do it on command. I've seen you do it on set. Sometimes
you're very funny,
walk into that green room and open the door and make a big grandiose statement, and nobody notices you, and you're like, okay, close the door.
But you did.
I saw it.
You noticed.
I did. I noticed it all the time.
Oh my gosh. Chris, I know it's a hard job teasing a big finale like what we have ahead of us. So I appreciate all the little, nuggets that you could share with us just now. Erin, I want to go to you because, we've watched throughout the course of season 9, we've watched this beautiful foundation of Elizabeth and Lucas's relationship. It's really been formed and it's continued to flourish. And then to be at this place at the end of episode 11 where he leaves town and he leaves a note. Walk me through Elizabeth's headspace. Is she kind of questioning maybe his intentions or his commitment at this point?
No, but I can see why you would think that. That's where my head went initially. But really what's interesting, and we'll see this in the season finale, it's more Gustav who's concerned about what's going on with Lucas, which is adorable and nice to get to see Gustav in that way. But no, I think we've seen the moments for Elizabeth in episode 11 where she's feeling a little insecure about where things stand with Lucas. You know, she thought maybe he was going to propose. He didn't. So once she got the confirmation from him that everything was fine when they shared those I love yous, I think she's feeling pretty okay. And she's not feeling insecure or worried about his absence.
No, she is confident in her relationship.
Yes.
Okay. And you brought up the proposal that she was hoping for, and ultimately that little red jewelry box turned out to be those beautiful earrings. As a fan, as a viewer, I'm just now, you know, the wheels are spinning inside my head. Could there maybe be more jewelry in the season 9 finale?
Like an anklet or something?
That's exactly where I was going. Is Elizabeth going to get an anklet?
Anklet to show off under those long skirts.
Yeah.
I hear Barbara is wanting to shorten the hems a little bit. There could be more jewelry. I don't know. Chris, do you remember any? Is there any jewelry in the season finale? I'm trying to think.
And we'll get back to Chris in a minute.
Okay. While you think about that, you know, I know obviously you cannot tell us. It's yet another reason why we got to tune in on Sunday. But should we as viewers be emotionally prepared for something big to happen, for maybe some tears, some happy tears, some really joyous moments?
Yes. I mean, it wouldn't be a When Calls the Heart season finale if you didn't have to tuck a tissue in your sleeve as my grandma would do, or, you know, keep a box of tissues nearby, because there are some happy tears and some emotional tears. And I think it'll be a very satisfying season finale in that way.
Okay. Chris, you look deep in thought. What would you like to share?
I was just thinking about all the bang, bang, bang. Big episode. Definitely going to be tears of all sorts.
Yeah. Okay. A bam, bam, bam of tears. And this is my final question. I promise I'll stop torturing you guys about this. If there was to be a proposal in the season 9 finale of When Calls the Heart, and you can just answer this as humans, as fans of the show, do you want to see Elizabeth's son be involved? Would you want him to play a part, or would you want to see maybe Elizabeth and Lucas do something with their friends, do something, you know, a little more social, or would you want to maybe see it as like a small family unit thing?
I would want to see little Jack involved in something like that. Yeah, I think that would be nice, because it's a commitment to becoming a family together, not just a couple, a twosome entering that next chapter.
I think it's sweet. Chris, what do you think?
I concur.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, cool. You guys are doing a good job of keeping it tight-lipped, and I can tell that there's going to be some special moments. Whatever goes down on Sunday, I know it's going to be special. And with that, Kavan and Pascale, I want to pivot to the both of you. I'm also expecting a lot of special moments between Rosemary and Lee in the season 9 finale. So we left off episode 11. Rosemary is still not exactly 100% about whether she's pregnant or not. And of course, Lee still does not know at this point. Pascale, can you kind of walk me through Rosemary's headspace?
I think going into the finale and that time, I think she's more accepting of going, this is what it is and it's out of my control, and I don't know if I'm pregnant, and I have to be okay with that. I can't be tense or stressed out or just caught up in that anymore, because that will reveal itself or not reveal itself on its own time. And so I think she's more at peace with the whole thing of going, and you know, you have to consider the fact that this is a woman who has been trying to get pregnant for so many years. I think it's an easier default to go to of accepting this isn't this isn't happening. This isn't going to happen for me. And I think she's just more okay with that because she's had to be okay with that for so many years.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'm happy to see that she's at peace with it, but I'm still over here like on team optimism and hoping that they get that relief, that big exciting moment, because I know they've been wanting it for so long. Kavan, for better or for worse, can you tell us if we are going to get Lee's reaction to the news in the season 9 finale?
I can promise you that Lee will be in the finale.
Yeah, but maybe not for long. I saw that
maybe not for long.
Go into that fire. You don't know.
No, we don't know. We don't know. No, I can say that it's been a long time coming, and that there will be some sort of resolution, and that there will be an answer that will be revealed. I think that, like you were talking to Pascale about there for a second, I think that huge length of time that the fans have been hoping for something like this, and both Pascale and I have been hoping for it too, builds the anticipation. And I think if and when there is a payoff or an answer, whatever the answer is, I think that it just makes that reveal so much more special, one way or the other. Mm-hmm. So I think we'll definitely have some kind of answer. And that's about as far as I can go because I'm going to get fired.
I don't know, Pascale and Kavan, if you've been looking too much online, but I've seen some fan theories about how Rosemary could possibly break the news to Lee. And my favorite is that she's going to take out an ad in the Valley Voice. And that's how we find out. Had you seen that?
I did not see that. That's a great idea.
It's a great idea. There was somebody sent that to me, and I actually did think that was really, really clever. I wish I could take credit for it, but no.
Super clever, super creative. I know you can't say much, but what can you tease in terms of maybe if there is a reveal, like in what vein would it be?
I would say jubilation. Okay, you go, Kavan.
I was just going to say one word, is jubilation, I think. Like there is some extremely, when we shot whatever scene may help reveal the reveal, it was so much fun and so kind of cathartic that when Pascale and I were doing it, and I've mentioned this before, that when the crew is reacting well and laughing and having fun in between takes and stuff like that, you know that you've got something kind of special. And I know that also when Pascale and I went back to the van, and she was saying to me, she goes, over the course of the season, we've had a couple of scenes, one or two along the way that were really like moments for us. And I was like, yeah, I know. And she goes, that was one. And I was like, cool.
Oh my gosh. Pascale, how do you feel? What were you going to say?
I was going to say something totally different, but I feel like I should tag team onto what Kavan has said instead, which is I do really think that in the history of When Calls the Heart, 9 seasons, each character has like one or two moments that are kind of our quintessential Hope Valley, When Calls the Heart moments that have kind of gone down in history. They're the moments that fans have talked about and brought up over and over and over again. There's only a few like that really go down in the history of the show. And I do think that there is one of those in this finale.
My gosh. What a tease. That's such a good tease, Pascale. I don't know what you mean, but I can't wait to find out. And Erin, I want to ask you, because as Elizabeth, Rosemary's like tried and true numero uno confidant in life, Rosemary's been there through Elizabeth's whole journey to motherhood and raising little Jack. How do you feel now that hopefully Elizabeth will get to kind of repay the favor and watch her friend go through all of those exciting milestones on her own?
I am very excited about that possibility.
Mm-hmm.
This is a super challenging tightrope to walk in answering this.
I know. assuming
Right.
that we stay optimistic and that Rosemary gets that sign, that good news that yes, we're going forward, the baby is happening. How do you feel like Elizabeth will be there to support her friend?
I think Elizabeth will hope that Rosemary does not end up in some cabin in the woods in the middle of a snowstorm with only a sausage to, keep her strong.
Keep her what? A sausage
strong.
to keep her what? Erin, where's that sentence going, Erin?
Well said.
Satisfied.
We only have like one sausage to share between us that night.
This isn't getting better for you, Erin. This isn't getting better.
Okay, well, let me tell you the story of the Christmas sausage from Buxton or wherever it was. No, I think Elizabeth will be very, very happy to be there for Rosemary and support her in a pregnancy. And having spent a fair amount of time with pregnant Pascale, who is just like the most beautiful pregnant woman ever, I really hope that we get an opportunity to share a pregnant Rosemary with the Hardys because #jubilation.
Oh.
I would like to talk about this sausage some more.
No.
One sausage for 3 in the woods. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't make that up. That happened.
No, I know. That's what makes it more interesting.
I just feel like it was a word choice situation at this moment.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I love it. You guys never, ever fail to make me laugh so hard. I digress. Kavan and Pascale, thank you for answering all those hard questions. I want to talk a little bit about some of our other friends in Hope Valley. There's so much going on. Big moment in episode 11, Gowan blows up the mine. And it was a bold move, but I think he ultimately did right by the people. What can you tell me, Erin? What can you tell me about what lies ahead for Gowan? And I don't know, are there going to be consequences? Is he going to be hailed a hero? What do you think?
Yeah, both actually. It's sort of a weird. I think people don't really know how to respond because obviously they have complicated feelings on the matter, and I think a lot of people in Hope Valley have a lot of emotions tied up to that mine. But I mean, certainly any of the widows, children who lost fathers, there's a lot of gratitude toward Gowan for removing that impending danger. So Martin Cummins has done, every season he's spectacular, but this season in particular, I feel like he's had so many great stories to chew on, and he did not disappoint. And in the season finale in particular, I mean, he brings tears to my eyes. He does such an outstanding job with a very complicated story.
Kavan, Pascale, Chris, do you guys have thoughts, feelings about the Gowan trajectory? Because it's been a roller coaster this season.
Yeah, it's a full thing. Sorry to interrupt. It's really interesting to see him come full circle. Martin's a really nice actor, and his character has been, I think, the one over the years who has consistently really plumbed the depths of what it's like to be two things, good and bad at the same time. And for him to come full circle and be met again here in season 9 with a mine situation and him having to deal with his guilt, in the past. And I really enjoyed reading that. And I haven't seen it yet myself, but I can't wait to see how this all plays down with him, because I love that arc for him has been great. And he's done such a good job of it over the years.
Yeah. Chris, your former on-screen business partner, what do you think of this whole storyline?
Well, Gowan's storyline this season is one of my favorite storylines that there is to season 10, and it really comes to a head in the finale. So I'm just looking forward to the viewers forward for them experiencing it.
Season 9.
Just take a sip of water here. I can't count.
Erin, I want to ask you a little bit about Bill, because when we spoke with Jack Wagner earlier in the season, he teased that his like favorite must-see moment for season 9 was going to be a really tender scene between Elizabeth and Bill. And I don't believe we've seen that yet, so I'm just assuming that we're going to see it in the finale this weekend. We've seen him kind of, oh gosh, my heart breaks. Like he's been hawking up a horrible cough, and he just kind of, they can't really figure out what's going on with his health. Can you tell me if this scene with Elizabeth and Bill has anything to do with his health, and where are we at with that?
It does, yeah. And this scene takes place in the season finale. It's not a long scene. It's really pretty simple. There's not a lot of movement that happens, but I remember Jack and I think we were both surprised by what came up. And I was, you know, Jack Wagner's been doing this a long time. He's a rock star. He's a golf pro. He's Jack Wagner. Yeah. But I saw Jack in a new light when we were doing this scene together, and he's really touched me emotionally in scenes before, but this one I felt very, very moved by his performance. And yeah, I'm thinking back to it now, and Little Highland makes an appearance in it, and the whole thing just comes together in a very tender, almost heartbreaking way. It's very powerful.
Okay, so Bill's health, is he okay? Do we have anything to be worried about?
We'll see.
Okay. Oh gosh, fingers crossed on that. On a lighter note, I want to talk just a bit about Nathan. It's been so wonderful to see, I don't know, his more lighthearted side come out in season 9, and he's had little moments of flirtatious sparks with two women, with Maysu and also with Faith. I want to open it up to everybody. Do you guys love the idea of Faithin or Mathan?
Just as long as it isn't another love triangle.
We'll hopefully not get another love triangle, but
yeah.
Faith has expressed that she feels feelings, and or that she, it seems like she feels feelings, and obviously he had a huge connection with Maysu. Will she return in the season finale? I hope we get more Maysu.
Well, I can't answer that.
I think that we like to provide at least a little bit of closure, for every character at the end of each season. And it would be nice to have a little more closure regarding where May went and what happened while she was gone. So I think we can probably count on a little bit more of that closure.
Okay, that's good. Chris, you've obviously had your fair share of scenes with Kevin McGarry, aka Nathan. Do you have an opinion on who you think Nathan makes a good match with?
I think that I can see his story going in either direction, and I wouldn't feel disappointed if it went in one direction or over the other.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they both have both solid trajectories, and also the potential of, who knows, if we go again. I feel like there's always the opportunity for other folks to come to Hope Valley. So I'm just curious to see what direction things go. I don't know. What can I?
A new unknown love interest?
Who knows? I mean, I feel like anything can happen. It is fiction.
Pascale, I feel like we've talked over the years about, Nathan's love life a bit. Do you have even as Rosemary, who do you think Rosemary would want to see Nathan with? I also want to throw out that I think Fiona would be a lovely choice as well.
I would say, I think it would be a smoother ride for Faith and Nathan to be together. I feel like if Nathan and Maysu went down the road of love, it would be a bumpy road. I feel like there's a lot of baggage there for them.
What with her past and
Yeah, and his past and his history and all that kind of stuff. I just feel like there's a lot going on. And so, but that would probably make good TV. So
yeah, could go either way.
Could go either way.
And Kavan, I see the wheels are spinning. Penny for
Well,
your
it's funny. I was thinking we're kind of just running through every woman in town, and I can't help but think maybe a single sheriff for a while is a storyline in and of itself, where we can plumb the depths of what Nathan is without necessarily a love interest.
Yeah.
I know he's a big handsome guy, and eventually he should have a love interest, but I mean, hard to believe I spent a lot of my life single, and it was still interesting.
I'd say the same.
No, we believe it. We believe it.
Yeah, I know. I thought that would be quite easy to believe. But anyway, I think it would be neat to see Nathan do some more Nathan stuff, some more, I'd like to see who he is on his own, and then I think when he does find somebody, maybe it could be one of these two. I'm just talking about what I would like. I don't know where any of this is going, but it would be interesting if we spent maybe a season where he really got a really great sense of who he was as being like a surrogate dad and everything like that, and see if somebody shows up that is a really great compliment for who he really is.
Oh, I love that. I love that, especially because we got to see so many great Nathan Allie scenes in season 9. That scene with the two of them on the swing outside, my God, that was just it was so heartwarming. And Kavan, I love that idea. Maybe just discover yourself before you can fully commit to somebody else.
There you go.
Listen, we're all just speculating here. We love these people on the show. We love these characters. As long as they're happy, we're happy, right? Before we wrap up, I want to play a fun game. If you guys are down, just fun rapid fire. I'll throw out a category and you tell me which of your cast members, the actual actor, not the character, the actual actor you think fits best. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
Do we all answer, or do we all shout out an answer?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know everybody's answers. Who is most likely to be eating on set?
Kevin McGarry.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I changed my answer. Kevin.
What was your original
Who
answer?
did you say?
I said Ben, because Ben's always got his pockets full of those snacks. Anytime you get past about 6 o'clock at night, every 5 seconds he's pulling in another package and eating some package or something.
That's true.
Kevin do go on dates to Crafty together fairly frequently.
What did he come back with? What's the snack of choice?
Candies.
Candy.
Well, Kevin candies. Ben candy or maybe some chips.
Ben always goes with those little, the gummies that are sugarless gummies, like the fruit
The
gummies.
like
Welch's.
Welch's thing.
Welch's, yes.
Yeah.
He goes through bags of those.
Yeah, sponsor us, Welch's.
Please. Who's most likely to take a nap on set?
Erin.
No.
No, I don't think so. I would say
You're the only person I've ever seen take a nap.
That's nonsense. We can't even go into the hair and makeup trailer for anything because they're passed out.
Oh, we're doing crew too?
I don't think
that's
that
different.
napping is. I feel like we're looking at napping in a negative light here. I love naps, and I nap whenever I can. So.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
I was going to say, Erin, you work so hard. A 30-minute power nap is like very well deserved.
Well, I actually just learned to nap during this hiatus, like properly, and it's working out very well for me. So I'm thrilled about this. Maybe
How
I
do
will
you
nap
just
more.
learn to nap?
Yeah.
Was there a
that's
class you
weird.
took?
Do tell, because maybe I feel like I've been
What are
doing
the
it
tips?
wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been
Okay.
doing it right ever since I can remember. But nobody taught me. I'm just napping.
I mean, maybe you don't need the little like tricks that I was given, but I really struggled to nap. I sleep great at night, but I struggled to. This is maybe too much information. It's back to the game.
Okay, Erin, you'll have to email us your tips for a very
I'll let you
effective
know.
power nap. Yes. Kavan, did you answer that? I feel like I didn't hear from you.
Well, I was going to give a sarcastic answer and say Jack, because he's super old and old people pass out all the time. And I've done scenes with him where he's fallen asleep in the middle of the scene. So I was just going to say Jack. But I also, if we're going to bring in crew, then we have to bring up Eli, who was for several seasons our boom operator. And that guy could fall asleep while holding a boom in the middle of a scene. It was a special skill, and I've never seen anything like it since.
Wow, a true
And
talent.
you'd wake up when they called cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Okay. Who is most likely to be on their phone on set, whether it's talking, texting, social media, taking photos?
Erin.
Erin.
Everyone's pointing to Erin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
But we love it. What would we do without Sneak Peek Saturday? You've been blessing us with like multiple Sneak Peek Saturdays.
Well, I'm glad that it feels like a blessing. I'm happy to take stalker photos of all of my friends on set.
I love it. And by the way, we've played this game with your fellow co-stars throughout, as we've done these virtual live chats. I'm pretty sure, Erin, you have unanimously won this category. I don't think a single person has said anybody else other than you. So we thank you for all of your social contributions.
You're welcome.
Who is most likely to be putting together a cast hangout?
Ben.
Yeah, Ben or Chris.
Ben or Chris, I would say.
I'd say those three.
Who?
You too. Pascale, Chris, or Ben.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. I do.
Yeah.
I do quite a few. Yeah,
like
but I feel like Ben and Chris can go every weekend.
Yes.
I'm more of like a special occasion kind of planner.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take the holidays and birthdays. That's what I'll take.
Okay. Chris wants
I'll
to
take every weekend in between.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody said me.
Oh, come on.
Is Kavan the least social of the cast?
No.
The least social. We're lucky if we get an hour out of him for like a social engagement. I can see him. He's
but when
like,
you do get that hour,
watch. How much longer do I have to stay, Pascale?
Hey, I believe last time we spoke, Kavan and Pascale, you just did a birthday lunch for Kavan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We did. I always take Kavan out for his birthday.
That's so sweet.
Whoa. Hold on to this.
And you take me out for my birthday. And you take me out for my birthday.
That made me sound very cheap for a moment there.
And Chris, I know you make a famous margarita. Is that what happens when the cast comes over? You're showing off those skills?
Oh, that's just.
That's
I
one
mean,
of
I
many.
wouldn't want to just confine it to one margarita. I mean,
No.
there's.
Chris
I have books and books of
all your recipes.
of things to make.
Love it.
Chris will dehydrate plums to make a dust to like rim a glass for his mixology is on another level.
It is.
Chris,
and I can do that because the cast gifted me a dehydrator. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me ask you, who is most likely to make you crack up in the middle of a scene?
Kavan.
Pascale.
Okay, Erin says Pascale. Chris says Kavan.
And I think that Pascale and I love that because we're both quite proprietorial over that particular thing.
And just God help us when we have scenes together because we're both just trying to crack each other up.
Okay, so Pascale, you say Kavan, you say Pascale?
Yes.
Well, I'd probably say myself. I probably crack myself up.
I was just being polite.
You can say that, Pascale. I vote for you too. I think that's great. Who are you most likely to call when you need advice from a friend?
Pascale.
I'd say Martin and Jack.
Chris, you're not calling Pascale.
Why is that funny?
Everyone else said me, Chris. Everyone else said me.
But Pascale, who would you call?
Don't put me in this position.
I need to know.
I think it depends on the advice.
Oh.
I definitely lean into Erin and Kavan equally for advice. They are, but probably Erin more frequently because Kavan doesn't text me that often.
Well, it's not that I don't text often. It's just that I have to wait about 6 months for a reply, so I get bored.
Really? She always texts me back right away.
So there we go. I think we have our answer now.
I've taken that criticism to heart, Kavan, and I have worked really hard over the last year to rectify my ways with you and my communication. Now it's easily in the same day.
I think we should continue to unpack this, but we're just about up with our time for today.
I am curious about the delayed text message of 2021, allegedly, that you speak of, Pascale. But I'm glad you guys are in a better place now. My final question, who are you most likely to call when you want to go out and have a good time?
Erin.
Oh.
Well, I'd say Kevin and Ben, because they're always nearby and ready to get into trouble. I don't know. Kavan, you're so far away.
By
I know.
Trips. Kavan, who's your answer?
Oh, Chris, for sure. If I was going to go out with the cast members, probably Chris. Although Pascale and I go a lot for coffee, and I like to hang out with Erin as well, always visit. But I think on a consistent basis, if I was just going to go hang out, I'd probably call Chris.
Thanks, Kevin.
And Erin, did I hear you respond?
No, you didn't. Because, like, what do you mean by go out? I don't really like to go out is the problem. So
neither do I.
That's why I didn't mention you.
Thanks. So if you're talking about like, will I bring chips and like hummus and sit on the couch and laugh and then pass out at like 8:45, 9? Great, let's do that. Pascale and I've been doing that for years, and it works very well. But I have fallen asleep in unfortunate places while visiting with other friends, and it's I just don't do well with the like going out on the town thing.
No, totally. And I didn't mean
a lot of fun. That fallen asleep at 40.
I think he's breaking up. You know what? Kavan's breaking up. We should just move right along.
I think we're good. Yep. My final question before I let you guys go. It's been so incredible to go on this journey with the four of you, the rest of your cast, all of the crew. You know, these stories that you've told in season 9 are heartwarming and heart melting and just kind of everything in between. And as we approach this Sunday season 9 finale, Pascale, let's start with you. What is your message to the Hardys? How do you hope they feel when they tune in this Sunday?
I already told you, Deidre.
Say this again? I didn't hear the first part.
Satiated.
Satiated. Okay. Any specific message that you want to send to the loyal fans?
I love you. I'm so happy that you have joined us for so many seasons, and nothing would give me more joy than to continue going forward, telling stories and sharing them with you.
Chris?
Well, I share that sentiment. Just a massive thank you, because we all know that we wouldn't be able to continue telling these stories in Hope Valley if it weren't for all the Hardys watching. So I'm happy that, you know, that they love what we're putting out and continue to come back. And I love putting it out for them. So thank you.
Kavan?
Yeah, you know, I said before, we only have a show because.
You want to just text us what you want us to say for you? Kavan says that we wouldn't have a show without the Hardys, and give me some charades or something. And he's strong and muscular. Strong. Oh, okay. He says thank you so much, Hardys.
All right. Erin, let's end with you. You have the floor. Message to the Hardys as we go into this weekend season 9 finale.
I'm not sure that there's much more to add, because I think my friends and castmates put it so well. But yeah, just that we really do love our fans, and we appreciate their continued support. And I guess I hope that they enjoy this season finale as our gift to them in many ways. Yeah.
Okay. I have no doubt it will be a gift. I will certainly be tuning in this Sunday, 8 p.m. Hallmark Channel, the season 9 finale of When Calls the Heart. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to the four of you for all you do. I know you pour every ounce of yourself into these parts, these roles, these storylines, and it is truly just such a joy to sit in front of the TV on Sunday nights and allow us to be part of the Hope Valley world. So thank you for such a fun season. Fingers crossed for more. I refuse to accept that we will not get more, but I'm just going to be over here keeping my fingers crossed. Yes. And I encourage everybody to tweet along using the hashtag Hardee's on Sunday. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.